was that?
Don't worry. Leave them to me.
This should work. All right, team. Let's head back to the Sonoro. Seems like our little flutterbug has finally calmed down. Huh. Let's go look at the phantoms over there.
Oh, I wish you were there, Angel. Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. I only ran a few laps with Edric, and guess what? He got so dizzy, he tripped over his own feet and smack! Chipped a tooth! Hold still. I'm trying to get the salve on. Look at you. Black and blue and still grinning like a goat. All right, out with it. What do you do to that thick-skulled Enric this time, huh? You're hurt pretty bad. Guess that means no Oak Hollow then. Not that it matters. I bet there's still nothing there but moss and mud. Oh, he was picking on the little ones. I couldn't just stand there and watch. So I told him, learn how to kneel before asking others to. And that's when he snapped. Couldn't beat him, but still threw down. That's just like you. By the way, I heard things aren't going too well at the Hunter's Den. Ma and Pa haven't come home in days, and the whole town is holding its breath. We ought to return those swords to Uncle Philo, too. Anyway, Main's Deep will have to wait a bit longer. It's okay. We'll go after the high tide passes. Really? Thought you'd be storming around about it. What if the whispers are real? And the great resonance ability too? Maybe that's how we end up heroes of heroes, both of us. A hero of heroes. That's still what you want, isn't it? It is. I think everyone in the village wants that. The priestesses say that once you become a hero of heroes, even the dark tide won't scare you. Makes sense. Not just any hero, but the hero of heroes. Feels a long way off for us. But maybe it also means making people smile. If the dark tide disappeared, everyone would be happy, right? That sounds too easy to be true. But if that's all it takes, you've done it already, Augusta. But skip Enric. Making a louse like him grin shouldn't count.
Augusta. That's me. I guess there's no denying it now. I thought I might keep my foolishness as a child from you.
So Murmurstown, I mean, Fabianum, is your hometown?
Yes. It's been a long time. I never imagined I'd see my past like this.
I'm curious.
About Main's Deep and the Oak Hollow?
Yeah.
The name Fabiano once stood for glory. As Septimon's front line against the Dark Tide, it held the honor of receiving legends, like Fabius, Attilius, and Valeria. Perhaps that's why Hero of Heroes' tales always lingered here. The most popular one was the tale of a great journey to Main's Deep, the ruins of an ancient civilization. It was said that if you brought 2 lives, yourself and your sword, you'd be granted entry. And within, you'd hear the unceasing whispers of the legendary heroes. Whispers, they say, capable of awakening resonance ability, as mighty as the hero's own. As for the Oak Hollow, said to lead to Main's Deep, just children's tales. No one ever knew if it was real. But Fabianum never found its hero of heroes. Ever since then, the name was lost, replaced by Murmur's tone. A scar that Septimont refuses to face. The whole town held out until the very end. Yet no aid ever came from the city of Septimont. Later, I heard from the senior gladiators that on the very morning Fabianum fell, most of the Senate lords were still sound asleep in their warm beds. It wasn't the Dark Tide that doomed my hometown, but those in power who were blinded by greed and failed to act. Forgive me. I let my emotions get the better of me. I see. Then perhaps I should spend more time with you, like you once did. Anyway, why did the Sonoro reveal all this to us?
Maybe it's helping us find that, pure dark tide frequency? The scent does feel clearer now, less muddled.
Or maybe it meant to show us something more.
A soul who endured the Dark Tide's corruption, and still fights to speak the truth. His spirit deserves to be remembered. I will go to witness that truth with my own eyes.
Those phantoms up ahead. Looks like they've lost control.
Everyone's been... Angel, what do we... Angel? What happened? You're bleeding. Stay with me. I'll get you out of here. No. There are monsters everywhere. make it. Not with me. Just leave me.
Huh? It stopped again! I don't hear anything. Did it end just like that?
I remember being trapped inside with Angel, surrounded by tacit discords. If it hadn't been for a brave gladiator stepping in and fighting them off with his life, none of us would have made it. Perhaps we recreate what happened back then, to stir the phantoms. We defeat the tacit discords, just as that gladiator did.
But they're just phantoms. How do you fight something that's not even real?
Again, we'll fight them outside the Sonoro.
All right, the Waystone!
Leave it.
Tacit discords! Over there!
Time to work.
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked will face judgment. I am the toughest! The wicked will face judgment. Tempest of slashes.
Let's return to the Sonoro. There's likely something new to see there.
This is it. At least, I'm not on my knees.
He's not breathing. Thank you. Stay close, Angel. It will be all right. It's over want to face it alone. No, don't. Just come with me. I promise I'll get you out of here. No! Augusta! Augusta! Hey you! Evil monster! Why don't you fight me? I'm not scared. Come on, I'm wide open. Don't look away. I'm not someone you can ignore. No! Not there! Look at me! I said, look at me! Angel! Angel!
The dark tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Augusta, my brave yet fragile child, your strength is far too feeble, unfit to sate the hunger of the dark tide. You long to become a hero, to reign by might. But tell me, can the throne of glory be claimed by one so weak?
The dark tide paid me no mind. Its target was always Angel. And the whispers, they were real, but not as the legends promised. What I heard were words of cruelty. None of it matters now. Those things belong to the past. I was a reckless child. A hatchling, flailing with a sword I could barely hold. True. Though back then, I didn't really have a choice. This is Septimund, a place where ideals bow to strength. As a child, I had no desire for power. But in the city of Septimund, if I wished to rise beyond my origin and silence arrogance dressed in fame and fortune, I had no other path. now, my strength speaks in my stead, and my blade cuts down every slander. All but prejudice. I know well what those parasites in the Senate are plotting. Draped in the Temple's name, they manipulate public opinion to secure themselves a place on Capitolini Hill. But their absurd schemes betray only fear. Too afraid to face me, they skulk in the shadows, hoping empty prophecies might bring me to my knees. It's not about belief. It's about not fearing them. The dark tide still haunts Septimont. People live in terror of losing their homeland again, and so they cling to the hope of a hero of heroes. As Septimont's echo, I must stay strong and answer their call. Our ruler has no right to falter. If my resonance ability raises doubts about my right to rule, then let the true hero of heroes step forth and challenge me. And if none appear, I will decide whether this title is worthy of the weight of a ruler's glory. One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well. Should it be you? I would gladly accept your challenge. A person of immense strength is either a nemesis or a kindred spirit, both of which are intriguing to me and my blade.
Me? Honestly, the thought never crossed my mind. From what I've seen, being a true ruler isn't about having immense strength, whether that's a powerful resonance ability or sheer might. I've met people from Huanglong to Renacida who live with real integrity. Their skills and backgrounds were all different, and none of them were perfect. But what defines them isn't strength or anything that can be measured. It's, believe me, Augusta, I see that same spirit in you.
I see. You know once said something similar to me. What happened within the Oak Hollow remains a mystery. All I know is, when I found her, her resonance ability had grown immensely. So powerful that even the dark tide could not withstand it. But she failed to control it. I could do nothing but watch as she transformed into something no longer human. After that, I never saw her again.
A dark tide occurrence 16 years ago. Its frequency must have been more stable than it is now. Maybe this is the truth the gladiator spirit is trying to share.